All right, we're getting loaded. Finally, you guys, I've been off for 2 weeks. Had a couple really nice weekends, long weekends. Enjoyed every minute of it. And now we're back to work. Pickup number 2, you guys, turning into it was a shit show, but we already got it figured out. So 2 pallets, me and Brent just tarped them down. Easy, quick, fast, cheap, and dirty and easy. That's how I like to do my tarps. I don't want to mess with it all day. So that's what that looks like. It was just supposed to be 2 pallets, you guys, and then when we got to the shipper, they were like, oh, there's a small bundle of copper pipe. It's 20 feet long. I'm like, well, nobody told me that. We have a problem because I specifically put this first piece where I wanted it to be for weight and everything, weight disbursement, and had I known there was a 20-foot bundle, I would have accounted for that on the trailer and not loaded this the way that I loaded it, right? We got it figured out. We're gonna put that bundle on top of this crap. Well, we got loaded yesterday, everybody. There it is. It's my 2 pallets and the bundle that the broker, oh, I had no idea. I just had to scroll down. I booked the load that was 2 pallets, and then when I got to the shipper, they were like, oh, there's a 20-foot bundle that goes with it. And I'm like, I wish I would have known that. Are you sure? You know, because I was like, I placed this load strategically where it is. Obviously, I have space at the rear. I left space at the rear intentionally. I was like, if I would have known I had a 20-foot bundle, I would have had him scooch all this stuff over to one side because it's not a wide bundle. It's about 6 inches. We could have easily pushed it on the side here, but I had no idea. So we figured it out. It's not ideal, obviously, but it's up there on the top. The racking is $14.50. It's $2 a mile. Come out of Dallas, going up to Denver. And then this little pallet stuff is totally going into a different area of Colorado, but it's good miles for my new guy, Brent. I've been training Brent, you guys. I know I haven't recorded any videos. I've been ripping and roaring and doing some training and doing just a lot of dispatching and trying to keep everybody rolling and all that good stuff. So I've been kind of MIA. Sorry. I've been a little bit MIA. I'm sorry, you guys. So I'm going to try and do some recording on this trip and just, you know, share with you guys what we find going up to Colorado. And I still haven't decided which load I want to unload first because it's always something. So here we go. Let me show you the next problem. So let me tell you the story right first. So this is the PJ. The PJ was hooked to the She Beast, which is my white truck. Everything worked, brakes, lights, everything was fine. Well, I ran a couple boats earlier this week. I ran a couple boats, just local, 200 miles, whatever, with my gray truck. The lights on the boats were not right. So one of my boats was going to Oklahoma. So I stopped by Jason. I called Jason. I'm like, hey, you know, can you check this pigtail? Can you tell me, you know, what's going on with it? Because I think I'm having an issue, right? So he replaced where the pigtail plugs into my truck. He gave me a new, the female part, right? The female part on the truck that you plug the male pigtail into, right? So he made that for me. He didn't give me a cheapy Hopkins plastic one. He got me a real nice metal one. So hopefully it's Natalie proof and I don't break it, because the other one that he just put on the truck was only a few months old and I already busted it. So he gave me a metal one, so hopefully it'll last longer. So we got that all squared away, but when I went to his house, I didn't have a trailer with me. We plugged it into his trailer and we thought everything worked. Now, you know, yesterday I came to hook up to the trailer and I got like weird wonky lights, right? So I drove to Dallas. I loaded the trailer because I was already, you know, it was too late. By the time I found that out that I had an issue, it was just too late. So I went to Dallas, I loaded the trailer, and yesterday was Friday. So I told my new guy, Brent, I'm like, we got 2 choices, buddy. Either we roll the dice and start heading to Colorado and pray that we find a shop that's open on Saturday in Amarillo to do our repair on a Saturday, or we backtrack back to the house 3 hours, which is no fun, right? We backtrack to the house 3 hours, and at least I have some mechanics, right? I got Rodney's the bomb, that can look at the wiring for the gray truck, and if that does not work, if we can't figure that out, then we'll just move everything from the gray truck back to the white truck, back to the She Beast. I mean, you know, so the safest decision was backtracking back to the house, unfortunately. I called him on Friday night. I'm like, what are you doing tomorrow morning? I need help. So here we come with a loaded trailer, and I'm trying to figure out. You want a knife?
should get tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
I got a wedding day.
So we're trying to figure it out. It's 9:30 on a Saturday. We're supposed to be in Colorado on Monday morning, which we'll be there. It's two of us, drivers. It's me and my new guy Brent that I'm, training. So we'll get up there. It's just, one thing. It's always something, you guys, and that's what you need to, think about. It's like, yeah, I'm making $3 a mile on these two partials, but God knows how much this is going to cost me. Now, it already cost me something a couple days ago. Now it's costing me time, money, and miles, and I'm trying to repair what I thought was fixed already. So it's always something. It's always something, and it's a hard pill to swallow too. When I was like, I just wanted to go start heading to Colorado, but in reality, my lights need to function, period. That's especially when I'm training a new person. Like, it's always going to be something, you guys. There's going to be a delay. There's going to be a cost. There's always something coming up around the next corner. So just keep that in mind. For us who have been running a while, we're used to the craziness. We're used to rolling with the punches and rolling with the river, so to speak, the transportation waters, trudging the transportation waters. But for the new people, I don't know if other YouTubers are showing stuff like this, but this is a reality. I just wanted to load up and go, but my truck told me I can't. So, and I respect my DOT scores, and I respect the fact that I'm training somebody new and I want to do it right. And this is not how we're going to roll. This is not how we're going to roll. So backtrack 3 hours, which means we got to go back another 3 hours just to start from where we started off yesterday, right? So it's a big delay, and it's miles that I didn't want to chew up, and it's fuel that I didn't want to waste, and it's tough shit. It's just, we got to do what we got to do. So being a Saturday, my options were limited, and it was a safer bet for me to come here and ask Rodney to fix it, or at least have my other truck as a backup while I'm here. So, well, we got the truck brakes and lights are all working, but I have no marker lights on the trailer when I turn on my headlights. So now we're looking for blown fuses. It's something, I don't have these either when I turn on right now my headlights are turned on, so I don't have any lights here on the trailer or on the rear of the truck. It was fuse number 10, you guys. It's a 30 amp fuse in the number 10 spot on my 2022 F350. We didn't have a 30 amp, so we put a 15 amp, and when I go to town now I need to go buy 30 amp. But we're good. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to Rodney. I'm so grateful. Well, we had to come back to the house, you guys. The gray truck, this is the second time in a row that I've tried to take her out, and she's giving me shit. She started to overheat when we got to Dallas. Once again, we got to Dallas and had to come back to the house. So I got a tow truck guy here. Hi, baby. They can't see hardly nothing here. I got a tow truck guy here putting my spare on the white truck. So I had one tire that was under 230 seconds of tread on the rears. So I called the tow truck. When I was on my way home, I called my mom, said call the AAA and have the guy come out and do my spare tire while we're on our way back home. I'll tell you some more about this gray truck in a little bit. You guys were like scrambling last minute to pull everything out of the truck and throw everything back in there. And I dropped the trailer in Dallas because the truck was overheating. So I dropped the trailer in Dallas where I was not supposed to drop the truck, and I'm hoping they don't tow it. And that's another story. So we got to run back to go grab the trailer, and hopefully it's still there and we can continue on with our trip. So again, you never know. It's 8 o'clock at night. We'll be back in Dallas by 10:30 hopefully, and we're gonna pull an all-nighter tonight, which was not expected. Not the kind of training that I was planning on doing with this guy, but it's what's gonna have to get done because it's Saturday at 8 o'clock at night and we still have not left Texas. Well, I made it, you guys. I made it almost to New Mexico. We're taking the back roads. We're in Amarillo right now. Brent drove us from my house back to Dallas to the loaded trailer that we dropped off, and I took a nap in the back seat on my bed. I took a nap. I said I'm gonna take a 2-hour nap, and then I'll get us through the night so you can sleep and you can take over tomorrow morning, which is this morning. Well, it's always effing something, you guys. This trip is also riddled with bullshit. So I told you we were at the house. We had AAA come, and put the freaking spare on my tire because the other tread was very low, and this dummy did not torque my lug nuts properly. So I started feeling some bounce, and I'm like, what the heck? I pulled off to a Quick Trip to fuel, and I'm feeling bouncy, and I'm like, I can't decide if that's the road or if that's, you know, something else. So I got onto another road, and it was the same thing. So we pull over. I'm like, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Look at this. These things are bored out. I only have 3 lug nuts left. The rim is ruined. I got 3 lug nuts left. Brent spotted the problem. We were both looking all over everywhere, trying to figure out what the heck's going on. So I thought I was doing good by calling AAA so they could put a freaking tire on my truck. And real nice young man, but he's an idiot. So I mean, this doesn't happen for no reason. This happens for a reason. I don't understand how it could happen, but of course I'm pissed off. It's 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. Once we found the problem, I told Brent, well, find a tire shop. It's 7 o'clock. Mavis opens at 9. I'm gonna take a 2-hour nap because I've been up and driving since 10:30, and so that's about 7 hours, I guess, or 11:30. I don't know. I've been driving all night, which is not normal for me, you guys. So I've already had a large coffee. I've already had a C4, and I had a 5-hour energy, and I'm ready to drop dead. So I'm gonna take me a 2-hour nap. Beautiful moon though, but I'm all pissed off. So I'm gonna take a 2-hour nap, and maybe when I wake up I won't be so crabby. I'm pissed off, you guys. Like I'm so upset. I'm frustrated. I'm exhausted. I've slept like less than 2 hours in the last 32 hours. We went to the Mavis. They got one little kid working there. He pulls the truck into the bay, and then he comes out to me and he's like, well, I've never done studs. I don't feel comfortable. I'm grateful at least he was honest. They sent us to another Mavis down the road, and then these guys pulled off the tires, and it's bad. You know, it's a bad situation. They're fixing it, but it's just bad. It's just a bad situation. I feel upset. I feel defeated, and that's probably just because I'm exhausted, but I am very tired. So I think after a nap I'll feel better. They're putting it all together now, you guys, and it's just so frustrating. Like, I go to the same tire shop in town, I go to the same mechanics, and I spend a lot of money when I'm at the house. And the reason behind that is because I don't like to have issues when I go out on the road. Once I hit the road, that's it. I should be good until I come home. And it's just unfortunate. That guy, he really screwed me big time. Yes, you know, I'm gonna call AAA. I'm gonna complain. I'm gonna fork this bill on them, and see what they say, see what they do. It's a giant delay. I was really looking forward to being around Denver today about 4 p.m. and now it'll probably be about 9 or 10. What can we do? You know, we gotta just roll with the punches. My $3 a mile for this run is turning into like negative. It's gonna be a negative balance. Oh Lordy, and God knows what I'll find, if anything, out of Colorado. And I'm so exhausted and like upset with the whole situation. I just want to get unloaded and I'll just drive home empty. I don't even care. Like, at this point I'm just pissed off at the whole situation. So they're putting it all back together for us. We went across the street and had a Whataburger. I feel better now that I ate. Hopefully I can get a little bit of rest in the truck once we get back up and rolling, and hopefully we'll make it up to Denver. Yeah, of course. 3 breakdowns in 2 days. 3 times we've tried to leave Dallas. 2 of the breakdowns were completely my fault. You know, the first one with the wiring, completely my fault. I did not check it when I should have. So that's completely my fault. And this one, which is costing me a whole lot of money, is also my fault. You know, I talked to my drivers about slowing down and staying in the moment. Us as owner-operators, we're on autopilot. You know, half the time we're on autopilot, whether we're driving or we're loading or we're strapping or, you know, we're doing our pre-trip. We're on autopilot, and we're thinking 3 steps ahead, because that's just how our industry is. That's just how this business is. If you're good, you are thinking 3 steps ahead. You got to think 3 steps ahead, but still remain focused on the task at hand. And that was my fault with this tire. Was I was so focused on taking everything from the gray truck and putting it back into this truck. Took Lexi and I 2 hours to pack everything our tools, my snow chains, my bed, my blankets, my bags, all my shit, you guys, all the shit that we got to carry with us just in case, because you never know what you're going to find on the road. So I got two tool bags and the impact and the drill and all the different bits and all the and all the wiring stuff, and I just so much stuff, that the bottle jacks and just everything that I was so focused on putting everything into the white truck from the gray truck that I was not watching Mr. AAA boy, who was sweet as can be. He was sweet as can be, but I was not watching him, and that was my fault. I was tired. I was thinking 3 steps ahead, and these are not excuses. I'm just explaining to you, where my head was and where my fault was. Is I was worried about the trailer being loaded. Of course, I chained up and I locked up the axles, and I put a little note on the trailer that said, please don't tow my freaking trailer. I'll be back in 6 hours. But I was so preoccupied with this. I don't believe in dropping loaded trailers anywhere for any amount of time, whether they're locked or not. And I think I've done it maybe once out of an emergency situation. So it was that was really where my head was, and just getting all the stuff moved. And I did not ask the right questions to this kid or just watch him as he did his job. And again, completely my fault. It's all my fault. What can I say? And that's the thing that pisses me off the worst, to be honest with you, is I know better. I have trained myself to know better, and for whatever reason, for a multitude of reasons, I was not focused on the task at hand, and this could have been easily resolved if I was asking the right questions. If I known he didn't have whatever he needed, I could have made sure that tire was on and on right. And now I got to buy a whole new set of rims, or just, I don't know. It's created a huge delay and a huge cost in money. And of course I'll go after AAA, but there's no guarantee that they're gonna give me a dime. So that's probably a losing battle, but I'm still gonna fight the good fight on that one, because I'm spicy, and me and my mama like to fight with big business. F them. So anyways, you guys, we're leaving Amarillo. Yay. I'm probably just going to drink an energy drink, and we're going to get hotel rooms tonight, so that I can rest well. I got a lot going on, and I need to rest well so that I can be good and focused for tomorrow. And yeah, we'll see how the rest of this crap run goes.